Hello there my RPG lovers and welcome to another video. I recently did a preview for the upcoming game called Bleak Faith Forsaken, where I talked about all the things that you should know about this RPG. If this is your first time hearing about Bleak Faith, I suggest you to watch that video first, because on this one we're gonna focus more on the updated gameplay and talk about some features that are yet to be implemented. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe for more RPG stuff, because that's what I'm all about. Bleak Faith Forsaken looks really ambitious, especially when you start reading about all the features that should be implemented in this RPG. Bear in mind that all the footage you're seeing here is work in progress and many features that we'll talk about are missing, but according to developers everything is going smoothly and we can expect to see updates frequently. There are only 2 people in this team and they are working like crazy on this game, as we can see on their official Discord. These guys are really active and almost always online, answering all the questions that people have about this game. I'll leave the link in the description so you can join if you're interested. They will officially launch the Kickstarter campaign on the 5th of July, and I think the game should release later this year if everything goes as planned. But let's focus on the gameplay and the features they plan to implement. Their goal is to make a brutal, reactive and fluid combat experience that allows for ample and tactical problem solving in action. The speed and tempo of combat is generally high in melee and ranged combat, while stealth and abilities can shift the dynamic and tempo a little. One of those systems that are yet to be implemented is improved AI that will constantly try to outsmart you and use their own strength against you. They said that we can expect drastically varying behaviors depending on enemy strength and weaknesses. If done properly, this mechanic will complement the survival aspect of the game quite nicely, because not only you are trying to survive in this world. A few gameplay features that we should see soon are parrying and executions. Executions will not be automatic like in Assassin's Creed for example, but you have to knock your opponent off their feet by combining light and heavy attacks, parrying, breaking blocks, or simply by overwhelming a weaker foe. We can also expect to see a robust crowd control system in 2 forms. Ability CC is crowd control in the forms of freezing, stunning, rooting, slowing, confusing, distracting, etc. Combat CC comes in the form of hit reactions in layers, and we can somewhat already see this in a couple of encounters here. Different layers of hit reactions are based on stats such as constitution and composure, which dictate how off balance and vulnerable someone is. That being said, you don't actually need to know all of the features and how everything works to understand the gameplay, but I think it's really interesting to talk about this stuff. And as we follow the development in the future, I'm hoping to see all of these features in action and more stuff about the game in general. A lot of the mechanics are still not polished, and like I said, everything is still in the early phase. I recently read on Discord that developers will soon quit their regular jobs so they can completely focus on Bleak Faith. I really love their ambition and I hope they manage to gather the resources they need, so I will definitely follow the development of the game and update you guys with the newest info. Be sure to subscribe for more RPG content. I do in-depth guides, news and reviews on this channel. Special thanks to my patrons, and if you as well want to become one, you can do that by visiting the link in the description. See ya in the next one.